The youth and students' festivals were organized under the auspices of the World Federation of Democratic Youth. The federation was established after World War II, bringing together organizations that had expressed anti-fascist ideas since the 1930s. It promoted slogans of peace and friendship. Still, its dependence on the Soviet Union was obvious. As a result, some organizations from Western countries left the federation. The first 4 festivals took place east of the Iron Curtain, in Prague, Budapest, Berlin, and Bucharest. However, the festival organizers wanted guests from capitalist countries to attend because that was precisely how they demonstrated the openness of the event. The direct organizer of the Warsaw event was a special committee established under the control of the Polish United Workers' Party. The committee was responsible for welcoming participants, managing all events and infrastructure, and arranging the city space. The festival committee planned the guests' stay, dividing them into categories that contradicted the egalitarian propaganda: honorary, foreign, and Polish. Honorary guests were accommodated in hotels, foreign guests in dormitories and schools, and Polish guests in tent camps in the districts of Rakowiec, Grochów, and Bielany. The daily board for an honorary guest was to cost 120 zlotys, for a foreign guest 65 zlotys, and for a Polish guest only 25 zlotys. Stages, circus tents, and stalls were set up. Sports events, dances, beach outings, trips around Poland, and boat cruises were planned. The city was heavily guarded and fitted with loudspeakers. There were over 500 of those installed, connected by 7 kilometers of cables. Numerous transport bases were established, with buses rented from neighboring countries. Special provisions were organized to feed the guests and improve the appearance of shops. Among the goods ordered for the accommodations were 35,000 feather pillows, 120,000 towels, 10,000 ashtrays, and 5,000 carafes. The committee supervised the program of exhibitions and performances, transportation, kitchens and menus, the construction of stages, and the decorations across the city. It gave the designers a lot of freedom. Right before the start of the festival, it decided to remove communist emblems and leaders' portraits from the streets. The city was to be dedicated to the youth, fun, and friendship. It was to be open and colorful. The reconstruction work was on a prominent display. The main anti-war protest was planned for the Old Town Market Square in connection to the 10th anniversary of dropping the atomic bomb on Hiroshima, Japan. The Market Square, opened 2 years earlier, was a completed project amidst the still heavily ruined Old Town. Guests could admire the reconstruction work on the churches, especially St. John's Cathedral, which proved the state's alleged tolerance towards religion. The authorities remained silent about the imprisonment of Primate Stefan Wyszyński. The new Warsaw was represented by the WZ route with the Marienstadt Quarter, Muranów Housing Estate, and Konstytucji Square with the Marszałkowska Residential Quarter, MDM, but especially by the new large structures that changed the cityscape: the Stalin Palace of Culture and Science and the 10th Anniversary Stadium. Both served as important venues during the festival. Guests were invited to the observation terrace at the top of the palace, the tallest building in Poland. Games, concerts, and exhibitions were held inside the palace. The stadium, the largest sports facility in Poland, became the venue of the festival's inauguration, as well as the major sport events held in its course.